And sent Scott Ariston to the A's, and Ryan Webb one of the arms that they got back in return.
I'm impressed. Here's Rowan, who takes high. 1 ball and no strikes. Lots of dibs going around the yard.
8 for 8 so far. Now
1 ball and no strikes to Aaron Rowan. Swing and a miss. Renteria would like to hit. He's on deck. Right there for his strike 1 and 2.
Well, you look at his numbers, and then you look at what his minor league number. I mean, you look at his stuff, then you look at his minor league numbers. His minor league numbers don't jump off the page at you. I mean, his minor league totals before this year were 5.38. That was his ERA over his whole body of work.
And Rowan goes around, and now the throw to first, and he'll be out. We will go to the ninth.
Bring up Milton Bradley. Apparently there's a few folks really been giving Milton some grief from the stands tonight. I can only assume that's what the kind of the hand gesture was after the home run, kind of like talk.
Yeah, that makes sense.
For the fans that have been giving him some grief.
I guess it goes with the territory, huh?
Breaks his bat, pulls a foul. This is a hand gesture after hitting the home run.
You know why?
That just kind of eggs them on even more, doesn't it? The fan?
Exactly.
Because if you're reacting to them, then the heckler knows that you're hearing him. Fastball didn't miss by much. A ball and a strike. Been a good night for Milton Bradley. He's reached base all 4 times up. 3 walks and a solo homer. Spins away from the inside fastball. Webb bringing it up there, upper 90s.
A lot of pitchers this year. That's the way they've been pitching Milton Bradley, trying to pound him inside. Breaking ball. Yes, he did.
And Wolf disagrees at third.
Oh, if he hits it, it's a double. Look at how far the barrelhead went out in front. If he hits that, it's a fair ball. What do you think?
He did go around there.
Absolutely, he did.
3-2 pitch.
See ya.
Webb sets him down in order, striking out 2, getting Bradley looking. Blanks leads off when we return.
And now Adam gets a chance to hit. LaRoche 2 out of 3. Braves with 16 hits in this game.
If you're Kelly Johnson in this game, you want everybody to keep hitting because you want an at bat And the way Adams swinging the bat tonight, you might get it. Our Airtran, how far did it fly home run? 404 feet for Adams last time up.
Bam. Yeah, Kelly'd like to get himself an at bat for sure.
Come into pinch run in the 7th. Chances are real good your team's only going to hit one more inning, so it's like, okay, everybody hit. Bat around, get me up there. Got a ways to go.
Wow. Adam not happy with that call from Mark Webb.
I say this for Mark. There haven't been too many guys look back there tonight. Haven't seen pitchers disgusted. That must mean he's done a good job. Braves with 16 hits. The season high is 18.
Got him swinging. That's the inning. Braves tack on another on the Gurecki RBI single. We'll go to the 8th.
For San Diego's Ryan Webb.
Well, it's kind of ugly here in the top of the 8th inning as the Cubs lead 7-0. And Luis Perdomo, you know, he kind of took one for the team there. He came in the 4th inning, got an out. So he goes, according to my bookmark, nearly 3 1/3.
Indeed. Gave up the 2 solo homers. Pitcher spot due up to lead off the Chicago 8th inning, and they're going to bat for Hard with Mike Fontenot.
You know, looking at my bookmark, Luis Perdomo only 1 walk. That was the intentional walk.
And struck out 3.
Yeah.
Strike to Fontenot. So Rich Harden's night finished. He went 7 innings, no runs, 1 hit, a first inning single by Adrian. All 3 struck out 8. So we mentioned at the top of the telecast how Rich Harden, in 39% of his career starts, has allowed 1 or no runs. And he adds to that tonight.
Well, I know it was the first inning, but the Padres had some base runners in the first inning. It started with the hit batsman of Everett Cabrera, but Harden buckled down and struck out Kuzminoff to end that first inning. And then after that, only 2 base runners, and those were walks. And there was a fielder's choice by Latos also, but Padres couldn't even sniff base runners.
Strike out of the pinch hitter Fontenot. Yeah, Harden really was in command throughout. Best scoring chance for the Padres was in that first inning. And we head into the 7th inning. New hurler for San Diego's Ryan Webb.
And you see the numbers. Opponent's hitting 258. And much like last night's game, Stauffer gives them 6 innings, and now you're looking for a guy, you're looking for guys to go in a piece here to get you, to get you home. And tonight, Ryan Webb gets the ball here in the 7th inning, and see if he can give them another solid inning of work.
Padres hoping for a repeat of Webb's last performance, which came on Tuesday in San Francisco when he came in a tight game, in a 1-run game, just like this, and retired the Giants in order at the bottom of the 8th inning. Tonight, he gets the top of the 7th at home. 8, 9, and 1 hitters, and Barmes leading off. Swings and misses, and it's 0-2.
We were talking last night about these power arms they've got now coming out of the bullpen. Boy, what a turnaround from the start of the season. And this guy's got a power arm, power fastball, power slider.
Right back to it, and he gets Barmes to chase again and strikes him out on 3 pitches.
Good bite on that slider. 87-mile-per-hour slider.
Now a pinch hitter for Belial will be Eric Young Jr. Herrera with a wide throw. Lewis pinch hitting. Takes ball 1. Infield in, runners at the corners, and 3 runs already in here in the Giants' 7th. Well, Bud, you mentioned a stat earlier about Zito, about the lack of run support he's been getting. You know that he's sitting in there right now thinking, I get hit in the left elbow, and as soon as I leave, they put up a 3 spot and are still batting here in the 7th. There's the first out. Strikeout of Lewis.
Well, on the flip side of that, of Barry Zito, when receiving at least 4 runs of support in his career, he's 106-6.
Garrett Anderson now. He's 2 for 4.
We talk about this particular instance with respect to Brian McCann, Boog, and Jerome touched on it, asking Bobby Cox about Brian McCann before the game in an interview about leadership, maturity. Brian McCann doesn't give away at bats. You never see him go up there and just say, okay, I got to get this over with, and I'm going to swing at the first pitch and go sit down. He just does not give up at bats, no matter what the circumstances. That's an all-star.
3 hits tonight for the all-star, and he's knocked in 4. Looking at Garrett Anderson, he's got 2 hits tonight. It gives him 104 on the season. And career just shy of 2,500. Pretty amazing career.
Closing in on it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the ball game. Anderson down on strikes. And the Padres win it. San Diego unloads offensively. Team that was worst in the majors in runs scored, a season high.
Who just became a Padre. July 5th, he was in that deal that's with Oakland that sent Scott Hairston to Oakland. And they say this guy's stuff is fantastic.
Here's Bowker. Bowker looks at a strike.
98-mile-an-hour fastball right out of bed. How do you do?
Bowker, Uribe, and Whiteside in the 8th. Good breaking ball, and it missed. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I did miss. He just didn't get it. Padres bench is woofing big time on Brian Runge. Runge has not missed many tonight. He's umpired a very clean game. These are 3 pretty good pitches right there. But Black agrees with you. Those are nasty.
And Bowker will as well, as he is tagged out. One out here in the 8th inning. Let's check out our Corona timeout, and it's about the Venables. It's about Max, who.
Well, Hanley in this ballgame is 0 for 3, but he hit a ball to right that everybody in this ballpark thought was going to be extra bases. Will Venable made the diving catch. That was back in the 4th. The bag's loaded. And Webb laboring here. He misses outside.
Yeah, right now Webb is all over the place, having trouble throwing strikes. He walked 2, hit a batter.
That's a strike. Bases filled with fish. Hermida, Coughlin, Glode. A little soft ground ball wide of the bag. Greg Burke trying to get loose. No hits in this inning, couple walks, a sacrifice bunt, a hit batter. And Hanley fouls it at the plate. One-two to Hanley. Breaking ball, chopper foul. And it stays 1-2. So his dad, Hank Webb, pitched in the major leagues for the Mets. See, if Craig were here, he'd be all over that. And he went to Clearwater Central Catholic High School in Palm Harbor, Florida. And he strikes out Hanley on a slider that dives outside. So Ryan Webb has a strikeout.
He does not appear to be real comfortable for a right-handed hitter. Plus, he's showed some wildness. So it started that slider about on the plate, and then it broke about 4 or 5 inches off. Tough pitch with 2 strikes.
4th round pick by the A's back in 2004. A rare high school pitcher drafted by the A's in 2004.
Here's Bowker.
Done a good job as a pinch hitter.
Strike. Bowker's got power.
Oh, good first pitch changeup. That's one you did not expect to see. When the guy throws 98 at you, you're not looking for a first pitch changeup. Great way to steal a strike.
A little low with Aaron Rowan on deck.
A good hard breaking ball.
Wilson and Howry.
Real simple. If the Giants have the lead, Wilson's in there. If they don't, Howie's in there.
Here's Bochy's barking at James Hoy.
Well, it was a high strike. We've seen it called up there about a half dozen times tonight. It just hasn't been called every time, and that's why you're going to get some heat from the manager when you get one up there called a strike.
Bunker fouls it back.
Right on it. That brings 98 inside corner, and Bowker is right on it.
One and two. Rockies won, Dodgers won. Rockies beat Cincinnati 3-1, and Bowker out swinging.
That is a nasty breaking ball.
And here's Rowan.
Good hard curveball. Look at it. Padres got Ryan Webb when they traded to Oakland.
Well, Tim Flannery has nicknamed Jonathan Sanchez the Spaniard. And in that movie, The Gladiator, there's that one line that says, Spaniard, you win the crowd, you win your freedom. And he has won the crowd tonight. He really has. And a strike. The pitching line for Sanchez. Out of play, 0-2. Two outs. That is not a bad thing. No. Go back, sit down, get yourself gathered. Stay in that pace, stay in that rhythm. A couple guys in that Giants bench have been through that walk before. Dave Righetti.
I'm anxious to see what Pedro Martinez does tomorrow. He's making his first start as a Philly tomorrow. He bumped Jamie Moyer from the rotation, and Moyer's not happy about that.
To the bullpen, yeah. How about that? They were talking about going to a 6-man rotation. But the ageless one, Moyer, the left-hander, in the Philly pen.
Moyer said he was disappointed in the decision and does not think it's warranted, so we'll see where that ends up. Pedro's back. That surprises me. I didn't think he'd make it back this year. It makes you see how he pitches.
Well, I might see him here in Milwaukee. Phillies come at the end of September.
That's right. It'll be a 4-game series, so a pretty good chance. See Pedro. That series with the Phillies is September 24th through the 27th. That's right before the last road trip of the year. In Colorado and St. Louis.
Of course, there's many reasons to come see the Phillies other than Pedro Martinez.
True. World Series champions.
You think? Yeah.
Tomorrow it's Villanueva against Correa. Kevin Correa of the Padres has been tough on the Brewers at times. Good sinking fastball, 2 outs in the inning.
Pitched a decent game against the Brewers in San Diego, but the Brewers won the ball game. Salvaged the last game of that series against the Padres. That's a big sink on that pitch. Wow, Henry Blanco's sitting right down the middle.
Brewers Live coming up next. How's the instructions?
Going to bring up Green. A very warm response for Khalil Green in his return here to Petco Park.
Hey, he made a lot of people stand up and cheer. He made a lot of fans here when he was in San Diego. I was going to mention before Khalil came up to the plate, and I apologize if you already mentioned this, but looking at the notes, Ryan Webb, his dad, Hank Webb, pitched in the big leagues for the New York Mets back in 72 through 77 with the LA Dodgers in 77.
A legacy.
Yeah.
Khalil jersey.
Oh, yeah. You see a lot of Khalil Green jerseys still around.
Outside 2-2. Well, the sign is Green. Two outs, nobody on in the St. Louis ninth inning. Looking at the Padre ninth, Adrian, Headley, and Kuz. 3, 4, and 5 due up. A strikeout of Khalil. Nice relief tonight.
Set themselves and make throws, and we saw that with Webb right there as Pareda gets ready to come into this game. Aaron Pareda, the left-hander, warming up. So now a runner at second for Mark Reynolds. First pitch, he'll take the slider outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. A run home, 3-1 Arizona. Each team now with an error. Reynolds has struck out twice, and the 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Now 1 ball and 1 strike on Mark Reynolds. 42 home runs.
That's not bad. Second overall.
Right behind that guy, Albert Pujols.
So is everybody else.
Absolutely right. Everyone's looking up at Albert. Pitch is outside, 2-1. So with those 2 strikeouts today for Reynolds, the grand total is 198. 6 off his personal high. Lead off at second by Montero, reaching on the air, and here's the 2-1 pitch right there for a strike. Good late break to the slider. It's 2-2. Actually, I take that back. That looked like the cut fastball instead. Some late action right back over the plate. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ryan Webb, 6 feet 6 inches tall. Hard throwing right-hander, as are many of those guys out of that bullpen now. Hard throwers. Time called at the plate. Chance to remind you that from a diamond engagement ring to a one-of-a-kind design, Collins Family Jewelers, conveniently located in the Mira Mesa Mall between the 805 and the 15. 3-1 Diamondbacks. We're in the 6th inning. Nobody out. Man at second. 2-2 pitch to Reynolds. Just high. Full 3-2. invite you to send us your emails at mypadres@bcaradio.com. mypadres@bcaradio.com. Three-two, swing and a miss, strike three. Throw back down to second, not in time as Montero gets back in. It's the hat trick right now for Mark Reynolds. 3 strikeouts. And now with 1 away, that'll bring up Gerardo Parra. That will also bring Buddy Black out of the dugout. He wants the left-hander to come in and face the left-hand hitting Gerardo Parra. So we have a pitching change. Aaron Pareda coming on into this ball game, and we'll tell you more about him here in just a moment. 3-1 Arizona. We're in the 6th inning, 1 away, man at second base. 3-1 Arizona. Back with more in a moment. Padre Baseball, XX 1090 and the San Diego Padres Radio Network.
Ryan Webb is the new pitcher. 12th appearance for this guy. And he'll face Matt Diaz with a man at first and nobody out in a 12-4 game.
I said 8 in the 8th. Now it's got to be 9 in the 9th. Doesn't seem like a whole lot right now given the circumstances. Matt's had a good night in the leadoff spot. 2 hits and a walk. Get some more. Be greedy. Nate McLeod set to start his rehab work Friday at AA Jackson, Mississippi, and eligible to join the Braves next Monday in Florida.
He is antsy. He is ready to go. Diaz down on strikes, 1 away. Well, the
Arcade Keel first pitch hacking. He hit a pinch hit home run an inning ago, stayed in the game, and took over in right field. Oh, 2. John Smoltz will make his Cardinal debut tomorrow against Cesar Carrillo for the Padres. On the air at 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Game number 126 tomorrow.
Rolling through them. You know what, for teams like the Padres, the games are going pretty quick. But I bet for teams that are right there in the thick of it, seems like there's a lot of baseball still to play for them.
Yep.
To get to that 162 mark. Cardinals, though, win tonight, and they're going to be up 8 games in the NL Central. They're 3 outs away from that. Ryan Webb has worked an inning and a third of scoreless relief. Last chance for the Padres. Heart of the order, though. Eck, Adrian, and Head.
Matt Kemp, 0 for 4. He, the only one now, along with Pierre, failing to get a base hit. Pierre at least got aboard on a walk. Kemp reached on an error, stole second, and scored a run. 1 ball and no strikes. And a strike. 1-1. When the Padres come up in the 9th inning, they will have Kuzminoff, Headley, and Salazar. 1-2. Hard breaking ball down. Webb basically fastball, slider, changeup. And a hard slider down, and that takes care of him. So 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Webb, and we're heading for the ninth with the Dodgers leading 7-2.
Omar Quintanilla will bat for Tulowitzki.
Oh, that's Crocodile Dundee.
That's Aussie time, yeah.
Yeah.
And Mick Dundee.
Good, Mike.
You know, that Pride of the Yankees, that movie was done, I think, within a year of Gehrig.
Really?
Gehrig actually dying. Yeah, it was done in a short period of time after his death.
It's an emotional film, too.
Oh, very much so. Fonzie blocking it to his right. Quintanilla batting for Tulowitzki here in the Colorado 8th. Foul left side. Up into the seats. Quintanilla, who can play a couple of the middle infield spots, either short or second, came over from the Athletics in a trade. Up and away from Webb.
Did you also know that Gary Cooper could not hit left-handed? So he hit right-handed, and everything was backwards, and then they flipped the negative when they showed him swing and run the bases. So actually, when New York was spelled
on the jersey,
backwards. His number was backwards. He swung from the right side, so when they filmed it, they flipped it over. Because when he hit, he ran from home to third in the second because he couldn't hit right-handed or left-handed.
That I didn't know.
Yeah.
Now, of course, Ray Liotta, playing Shoeless Joe Jackson at Field of Dreams, just batted right-handed instead of batting left-handed.
See that? I didn't know.
Jackson. Shoeless Joe Jackson.
See the things I learned from you?
Right back at you, partner. I didn't know that Gary Cooper couldn't hit left-handed. Could Fatty Arbuckle hit left-handed?
No. Did he make it to the plate?
It was a 3-2 to Quintanilla.
And you also, do you remember in that movie where his mom was getting sick, Lou, and he told his mom, "Hey, Mom, I'm going to Stanford." Stanford was a minor league team, I think. And she thought,
Connecticut?
Because she wanted him to be an engineer.
Well, she thought it was
like
Stanford.
Uncle Otter. And she thought, oh, that's great, you're going to Stanford. She thought Lou was going to go to college.
Yeah, he hid that he was playing pro baseball for a while. Webb gets the strikeout at Quintanilla. Brings up Ian Stewart.
You got to figure, George, that these two have faced each other in AAA this year.
Well, you'd think so. And again, if he has, obviously, the way Merton swung the bat down there, you'd think that this guy may not have too many good memories about Matt Merton, because he's obviously had a very good year in AAA.
1 ball, 1 strike on Matt.
Good arm. And that last fastball at 95.
2-1. Merton hit .324 this year for the Sky Sox. And it's a 3-1 count. Seth Smith's on deck. Fowler, switch hitter, and then Helton. You may see Joe Thatcher in the ball game, especially if Merton reaches. Bottom of the 6th inning, Rockies trailing 6-2. Fouled into the upper deck. Full count on Merton. Merton out of Georgia Tech. His little brother plays at Georgia Tech. There's Joel Peralta. He apparently will be next for the Rockies on the mound. Crowd of more than 29,000 tonight. $29,597 to be exact. Battle in the elements. 48 degrees game time temperature, same as last night. And the temperature's not rising. Strike 3 on Merton. Merton looking back at Rod Drake.
Well, let's take a look at our pitch refresher. It's going to be brought to you by Coors Light. It all started with Matt Merton. We started out here, went fastball away with the first pitch. It was not there at 96 miles an hour. Came back with a fastball down the middle at 95 to even the count, 1-1. Fastball out of the zone, low in the zone. Then came right back on the outer half again with a fastball at 95. Merton able to foul off, probably ball 4. 95 up in the zone. This one in on the knuckles at 95, and then the hard slider on the black called strike 3 to end it. And that pitch refresher brought to you by Coors Light.
Webb is gone. Thatcher on to face Seth